Good day, and welcome to this presentation of Introduction to Database Design. This course is a presentation of coding boot camps. There are no prerequisites for this course. This is session 1, before the advent of database systems. So session 1 we'll cover the file-based approach, and we'll also discuss the database approach. So with a file-based system, data was actually kept in files, and files are sections of memory that contain usually a mixture of ASCII and binary data. So the file-based system was one way to keep information on the computer and store it in permanent files, and applications would open these files, either iterate through or directly access the data. The disadvantages were data redundancy. File applications are created by different programmers in various departments, and after long periods of time, there could be drift with the configuration, so inconsistent data format. The same information is kept in several different places, so it was not a centrally located type of system. Also, again, data inconsistency, which usually stems from various copies of the same data in different places, conflicting, and wasted storage space and duplication of effort. Also, data isolation. It's very difficult for new applications to retrieve the appropriate data, which might be stored in various files that are not really documented. And also integrity problems. Data values must satisfy certain consistency restraints and constraints. So it's hard to constrain data within a file because it was almost always just text data. So converting dates or converting numbers there was a big disadvantage as far as managing that data. It's also difficult to add and change the programs to enforce new data constraints with a file-based approach. And also security problems. Individual files are very hard to secure. Accessing privileges were inconsistent. Applications needed to have their access updated, and it was always difficult to enforce. And then there was always concurrent access anomalies, so data may be accessed by many applications that have not been coordinated previously. So the resources, the data file resources, can actually be locked by one application, which means the other applications either will be in a race condition, or it'll just return an error. The application will return an error because the file resource is locked. So the database approach was a big advance. Database technology plays and still plays an important role in social media areas, also business, education, medicine. And to understand the fundamentals of a database system, we start from introducing the basic concepts. So a database is, by the broadest definition, a repository of data. We think of relational database systems as a database, or database management systems as databases, and that's true. But if we expand the definition, a file can still be a database. But a database is a shared collections of related data which is used to support the activities of a particular organization or to achieve a particular goal. A database can be viewed, again, as a repository of data that is defined and then accessed by various users. So the meaning of data. So data is factual information such as measurements, statistics, names, attributes. We use data for discussions or as part of a calculation. And data can define a person, a place, an event, an action, or just about anything. Usually when we set up a database, we model some kind of an object that we want to track. So a person, a student, a customer, we model the data attributes that we need to track or calculate or operate on that entity. So a single fact is an element of data or a data element.